Hi there. This is to make up for the Zoom meeting I missed. Uh, I actually had a couple really good scripts in my group for the Zoom meeting, and a lot of dramas actually. Uh, One of them was by Christina, and it was a struggle of marriage, and it was about two doctors who were ER doctors, and they had been married and had two kids together, and uh, just kind of struggling to get by in their marriage, and ends up that uh, the male character, I think his name is Ryan, is cheating on his wife, and they kind of grow apart, and it's just kind of about the struggle of their marriage. But I really liked that play. I thought it had a good element kind of running throughout it. Just kind of something I think a lot of people struggle with is making a relationship work. So I think it was a very relatable one, and had some drama to it, which always interests people. Second one was New Immigrant, and this was about a 65-year-old guy who was from Vietnam, and uh, it was two different. There's two different scenes, and the two different scenes, he was having a conversation with his siblings about assimilating to America culture and just trying to get by and get used to America, and he's not really liking it so far. Uh, I thought this was a cool play too, just to kind of get a different perspective of somebody else's struggle. A lot of us don't really know what it's like to move to a different country and try to get used to their cultures and traditions and things like that. So I thought it was cool to kind of get some insight to that, and I thought it was a pretty good script. Also, kind of a drama, but it was a lot of dialogue, so not as much, but it was still very good. Then Silence was a another one of the plays, and this one was about a girl who was 18, and she was driving home uh, with her friends one night, and a drunk driver hits them, and she's in a hospital bed, and she can't move and can't talk, but she's conscious and can hear everything around her, can hear the people around her, knows what's going on for the most part. And this one was really dramatic because you really didn't know how it was going to end, or if things were going to end up all right or not. But the play ends with her waking up and them surrounding her in her hospital bed. And I actually liked this one a lot because it was also pretty dramatic and kind of kept your interest as to what was going to happen and figure out what would happen to the characters. And I think Taya did a really good job of kind of having the characters work together and build off each other and kind of the interactions they had. And I think she did a good job of pulling in the reader and making it interesting. Like I said, I thought it was pretty interesting, and even though I really didn't have any stake in the matter, I was on the edge of my seat kind of reading it. And then the final play was Found by Jasmine in my group, and it was about two people, Jesse and Grace, who one was she was just getting over a suicide attempt and self-harm, and the other one was a drug addict, and they really don't like each other at first, and they get stuck on an elevator and kind of talk things out and realize they have more in common than they thought. And they end up hanging out later and kind of going over techniques to take care of themselves and manage their issues and kind of bond over that. And this was actually one of my favorites. This was actually my favorite one. I thought she did a really good job with the script. Wish she would have put in a little bit more of their talk about their addictions, but I think she did a good job of getting the main point across in the short play format. And I think it was interesting, and it was also kind of dramatic in a way, not not as much so as some of the other ones, but uh, it was pretty cool. I'm a psychology major, so I like the mental health aspect and them kind of helping each other and showing each other techniques to have good mental health. Uh, but yeah, I think she did a pretty good job with her script, and honestly, I think my whole group did an awesome job with their scripts. I think everybody wrote a very good play, especially for being a short play. I mean, you can only get so much information in and dialogue in and kind of piece the puzzle together with not very much time. But I think everybody did a great job. Wish I would have been part of the Zoom meeting and could have talked with everybody or through the computer together about it, but I enjoyed reading their plays, and I think everybody did a great job. Thanks. Bye.